Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy Buzzworthy Bumblebee Creatures Collide 4-pack. And seeing as how there are 4 creatures to collide in this pack, I'm going to review each one of them separately. Thank you for watching this video or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. Let's begin our study of entomology with a look at the packaging. And let's start with the top. And we have some product shots: Autobot Goldbug, Ransack, Sky Wasp, and Predacon Scorponok. And you can see there's like some honeycomb type stuff cut out around each character's picture there, so that's pretty neat. And then we have like a partial Autobot logo there. On the front, you know, we have some nice artwork here. Transformers Legacy, and artwork of the characters in the pack: Goldbug, Ransack, Sky Wasp, and Predacon Scorponok. Creatures Collide Buzzworthy Bumblebee. Transformers. 8-and-up Hasbro print. On the bottom, nothing but stripes over here and that recycled stuff. On this end, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn, a barcode, and includes full figures, full accessories, and instructions. On this side, some more artwork that kind of wraps around. Some of it wraps around from the front, some of it wraps around to the front. So, that's nice. And then I go bumping the camera. And then here we go. Artwork of Bumblebee, Authentic Transformers. Transformers Legacy. Then on the back, nice, probably most likely 3D render product shots of each character within this pack. And we have Goldbug in both modes, transforms in 20 steps, official Volkswagen. Ransack in both modes, transforms in 14 steps. Sky Wasp transforms in 20, and Scorponok in 25. Creatures Collide. Warning! Achtung! Attention! Don't stick things in any language pie hole that don't belong there. Also, don't give it to the babies. And then some more small fine legalese print, some made in Vietnam print, and another symbol that I'm not going to learn. And that, my friends, covers a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at Goldbug and his accessories. And here we have probably the most important accessory, the instruction manual. However, if you have that Netflix Bumblebee, you probably already know how to change this guy, or even a cliff jumper. Anybody off that cliff jumper mold. But as you can see, all 4 Creatures Collides are there. Transformers, Buzzworthy Bumblebee, and on the front, Sky Wasp and Scorponok, and then you have to open it up for Ransack and Goldbug. And there's Ransack on the bottom, Goldbug here on the top. And these instructions are printed pretty clearly, and I really enjoy the colors on the actual instructions better than a lot of the other standard instructions on the line. The only exception that I like better than these would be the colors on Kingdom, and to me it's brighter and it's easier for me to look at. Now here we have the accessories, which are the same stuff that comes with anything on this Cliff Jumper Earthrise mold. You've got this doodad that folds out, mace, club, whatever. You got two of these little ski parts. And then you have the two gun parts. And then Goldbug himself, there he is. They put the tampo right there on the top where it's supposed to be. Of course, I mean, the Bumblebee, you know, he had in the cartoon one down here, but I don't know, I don't ever think I've seen Goldbug in the cartoon. But anyway, he does have a nice gold coloration to him. Some paint apps here for the headlights. Nothing for the tail lights. That would have been nice to add, and maybe a tampo or something right here for the license plate that said B or Bug, something like that. This is officially licensed by Volkswagen, just like the Bumblebee. So there you can see on the hubcap for the tire the WV logo, and then here as well, except the biggest difference here is I think Bumblebee had it in silver and surrounded by the yellow, but that's okay. And then not a paint app here on the bumper, but the bumper is a separate piece molded in this silvery color, and the paint apps on the hubcaps. And of course on the bottom, you know, it cleans up pretty well. You can't see a whole lot of robot parts. No head poking through that you can really see, just hands here. But who's going to be looking at the undercarriage anyway? Sickos. And of course, how do the accessories go on to Goldbug? And this piece, you know, I've already opened it up. It has a peg here and it ports in right here, but it also has these two additional smaller pegs that peg in right here. And there we go. Now as far as these pieces go, you can see right here in the handle there's that little slot, and there's a little tab right here, and that works on both sides. And then as far as the skis, they go on the front, and you can see they have this little tab here, and there's this little slot here just on the inside of the front tires. And there it goes, ladies and gentlemen, Goldbug in his water mode. That does it for a look at the figure in his alt mode and accessories. It's time for alt mode comparisons, and up first we have him with the Netflix War for Cybertron Earthrise Bumblebee and the Deluxe Class Generation Selects Bug Bite, which is on wholly on the Cliff Jumper Earthrise Cliff Jumper mold. And here he is with Ransack and Skywasp. Also from the Creature Collide pack, if I didn't mention that. Both also Deluxe Class. Here he is with the Creatures Collide Predacon Scorponok. And our final set of comparisons, here he is with Legends class, Titans Returns Legends class Bumblebee, and the Amazon exclusive Generation Select War for Cybertron Earthrise Leader class Alternate Universe or Dead Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the comedy portion of our program where I attempt to transform a Transformer. And the first thing you want to do is just remove all these extra bits. And I really don't like the way this pegs in at the back. And then fold this back up. And then, let's see, what's the first thing we want to do? First thing we want to do is remove this back piece. And it just kind of untabs at some point. But you got to get the fists off of these two pegs also, which is not the easiest part of this transformation. Alright, so you can see I got it untabbed now, and just get the hands off these pegs. A little bit of twisty should do it. There we go. And there's this piece. I'm going to go ahead and this peg right here, just go ahead and pull it out, and we'll set that over to the side. Now that we've got that off, we can untab the arms. We can untab the sides here, and then try to untab the front here too. I guess you could go ahead and flip the tires out of the way. And maybe not. Go ahead and separate if you can. Apparently I can't. Uh-oh. Tire came off. But it just pops back in there. Not a big deal. Unless you do it too many times, then it might be a big deal. Alright, there we go. Got all that untabbed finally. And you can kind of move these parts with the arms on it down a bit. Separate the feet or the hood. And then go ahead and flip these back in if they flipped out on you. So then when you got them lined up like that, you'll notice there's a little peg right here and holes in the tire, or the wheel rather, not the tire. And you just kind of have to line them up to collapse this down all the way to where it holds in place. Just like that. And same thing over on this side. You might have to, you know, play with the wheel just a little bit to get everything to line up. to. There we go. So now this whole hip crotch assembly piece folds down. Then you can spin it around. Then the top of the cab unpegs from just behind the hood. These go behind the hood piece here to hold it all in place. But you flip that hood down, and then you flip these pieces with the arms up. And as you can see, there's two little hook type pieces, one on either side. And once you put this back into place, you can see that it holds in position that way because of these hooks. The arms do. Alright. And you put the arms down and rotate them into the proper position with these ports facing out would be the proper position. And then you take this piece and these two pieces. Now some people place it in like that, and you can do it that way. It just, for me, it sticks up a little bit much. I prefer to do it the other way, where the two pegs that the hands hold go right behind the head, and the rest of this becomes his backpack. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there's Goldbug all transformed. Let's take a look at Goldbug and his accessories in his robot mode. And first of all, you know, these can be used as two separate blasters. And you know, you can stick these pieces on them wherever. Or you can put them together and put the little two skis on either side of it, and it's like a bipod. Of course, with that peg down, it's like a tripod, I guess. And it just doesn't want to go in there today. There it goes. And so, you know, he can use, you know, like a rifle. And then this is, you know, basically it's a club, I guess. I wouldn't know what else to use it for. Maybe it's an instrument of some kind. Now, another thing you can do with this that I've seen done, and I like that you can do it with this, and it goes right back to these little slots here. But you take the skis and you put it in here like this so that it's facing away from the peg. And you may have to loosen this up just a bit. But there's that tab that we used in alt mode, and you may just have to take it off altogether so I can get my fat fingers in there. And tabs in just like that. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Just tabs in there like that, and then we'll put this back on. And then there, Goldbug also has a little jetpack. And then he can carry his club or instrument, scanner, whatever. So there's that. Well, let's take a look at Goldbug in his robot mode. And there's his Goldbug head, which is the same head they used on the Shattered Glass Goldbug, only this guy got the VW body rather than the Cliff Jumper body. And I would say nice silver and light blue paint apps there. Most everything we talked about in car mode still holds true. He's got this nice gold color to him. You know, it's painted where the car parts are, and then it's molded in this like gold plastic where it's not. Paint app there on the crotch and at the shoulders and the chest, and then of course this piece in the backs of the feet. And as far as his articulation goes, he can look up that far. If you untab his head there a little bit on this piece, he can look down that far. He doesn't really have a whole lot of waggle, which, I don't know, that's weird. So the head will do a full exorcist. At the shoulder, we'll do a full 360 degree rotation. And it goes out way past 90. There is a cut here at the upper bicep for a full 360 degree rotation. He has a bend at the elbow for 90 degrees forward, and it will also go 90 degrees backwards. At the wrist, he does have 360 degrees worth of rotation, and it's on a mushroom peg. At the waist, he will do a full 360 degree rotation. At the hips, he'll give you the full splits. He kicks forward about 90 degrees and backwards. Let's see if things don't come untabbed. About 90 degrees as well. At the knee, he gets approximately a 90 degree bend. And no tilt at the ankle, but he does have past 90 degrees of rocker. That, my friends, is a look at Goldbug in his robot mode and his accessories. Now it's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here's Goldbug with the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Earthrise Bumblebee and the Generations Selects Bug Bite. As you can see, Bumblebee and Goldbug are... everything is exactly the same except for the paint and the heads. Here's Goldbug with Ransack. Here's Goldbug with fellow packmates Skywasp and Predacon Scorponok. Or Beast Wars Scorponok. Or Repainted Kingdom Scorponok. However you would like to call him. For our final set of comparisons, here's Goldbug with Titans returns Legends class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive War for Cybertron Netflix Earthrise Leader class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Target exclusive Transformers Legacy Buzzworthy Bumblebee Creatures Collide 4-pack Deluxe class Goldbug, I have been waiting for them to do this repaint ever since that Netflix Walmart Bumblebee came out. You know, I always, as a kid, I always liked Bumblebee because, you know, in the show he was featured pretty prominently for a good while. And in the comic books, when they did the Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover, through a misunderstanding, G.I. Joe destroyed Bumblebee. And with Ratchet's help, they rebuilt him and made him into Goldbug. And even though it was still Bumblebee, I guess being blown up changed his outlook on life a bit. And once he became Goldbug, which basically just means, you know, he just got a new paint job and a new head and a new lease on life, I suppose. He decided to be a more confident character. And, you know, I always thought Goldbug was kind of cooler than Bumblebee, and I was a little disappointed when they decided to change him from Goldbug back into Bumblebee when he became a pretender. But, you know, Bumblebee, Goldbug, it doesn't matter. It's one of my favorite Transformers characters. And I know a lot of you out there probably feel the same as that. And I'm finally glad that they were able to get this into our hands. Now, do I wish I didn't have to buy a 4-pack with, you know, 2 Beast Wars characters that I really have no concern about. You know, Beast Wars just isn't my cup of tea. If it's yours, that's fine, and I'm glad for you, and I hope you enjoy the 2 Beast Wars figures that come in this pack if you get it. But it's just not my thing, and you know, that's not to say I just want to crap on those 2 figures. You know, they have their good points and bad points. You'll have to watch the reviews on those to, you know, find out what I say about them. But, you know, overall, I have to say the pack, you know, I wasn't as disappointed with the pack in its entirety as I thought I was going to be. I thought, you know, I want Goldbug and Ransack is okay, and then the other 2 I don't care about. But, you know, it's it changed my mind a little bit on those, on Skywasp and Scorponok. The beast modes are actually pretty decent looking. But like I said, they have their own reviews, so you'll have to head out to my page and find those, check them out if they're available at the time of this video's dropping, which I don't know which order I'm gonna drop them in. So, but Goldbug is definitely my favorite out of the pack. That does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just to help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.